Guys, there's so much happening around the XRP community that I can't wait to share all this information. I've been telling you that this is the only solid crypto that can make you a millionaire. Now the reality is so close. The crypto market is so volatile that you can only invest in coins set to head straight to the moon. Otherwise, you risk losing every single currency. Now buckle up and let's get down to business. What's up, guys? Welcome to Money Side, where we let the money do the talking. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and let's make this money together. As always, please share your thoughts down below in the comments section and let's have a conversation. I saw a video made by the infamous Andrei Geek where he highlights why he thinks Pro, the Dogecoin millionaire, should sell his Doge. In the video, they also continue to say that the probability of Doge hitting 1 cent is the same as the chances of it hitting $1. That's a pretty extensive range that could instantly wipe you out of the market. And yes, as much as I'm a supporter of Doge, you should be cautious when investing in this coin. That's because if it's not for the hype around this meme coin, there's nothing else driving its sales through the roof. And that's not an excellent way to invest in crypto. I'm sure deep down, Pro the Dogecoin millionaire is regretting why he didn't sell all his coins when he had the chance. On the other hand, XRP has solid support both in the real and crypto world. And Ripple isn't sleeping on its opportunity to make XRP great. In fact, the company recently made a huge deal that could potentially lead the coin's price to the moon. An article published recently in U.Today states that Ripple took part in the $13 million Series A funding for NFT production. Details: the article reads, MintTable, a platform designed for creating and trading of non-fungible tokens, is among the pioneers of the NFT segment. It started operations in 2018 and drew the attention of VC majors to the digital collectibles sphere. According to the official announcement by MintTable, its Series A funding round has concluded successfully with notable oversubscription. A total of $13 million was raised from top blockchain-focused VCs. The Ripple digital payments giant was one of the most notable contributors to the round. Also, Animoca Brands and first ever NFT-oriented fund MetaPurse by Metacoven supported MintTable with their investments. Ex-Bill Clinton's advisor Doug Band and Shutterstock's founder John Oringer participated in the Series A round as individual investors. Expedia Group, Double Peak, 7 O'Clock Capital, 640 Oxford Ventures, Digital Finance Group, Spark Digital Capital, Reimagine Ventures, and 840 Venture Partners also took a part in this monstrous raise. Zach Berks, CEO and founder of MintTable, claimed that this success is a sign of increased maturity of the non-fungible tokens market. That shows the company is interested in NFTs, which is currently the hottest feature of the cryptocurrency world. I'm assuming Ripple is creating its own NFT platform, which will likely push the coin's price up. They also recently announced that they are looking for vacancies for anyone with NFT experience. Ripple XRP also shared a tweet saying, "Boom! SBI, Hamamatsu, I want a bank to use RippleNet for remittance." The partners are trying to tap into the growing remittance demand in Japan. That's excellent news, considering the Asian market recently rejected mining of Bitcoin in their country. Imagine a market that doesn't want anything to do with Bitcoin is now entertaining the thought of XRP. I kept telling you guys that the US government should seize this opportunity to be on top of their game, and all they have to do is adopt RippleNet. The Asian market will be a few steps ahead, again while the SEC is still trying to force regulation misconduct on Ripple. I wouldn't be surprised if Ripple moves their headquarters to Japan or China if they lose this case. That means the US traders will suffer, but the rest of the world will continue to reap the fruits of this cross-border payment crypto. The article that was published on FinanceMagnates.com reads, SBI Remit, a subsidiary of the larger SBI Group, is collaborating with Hamamatsu Iwata, a major Japanese lender, to ease the process of outward remittances using RippleNet's blockchain infrastructure. Announced earlier this week, SBI Remit's role in the partnership is to expand the overseas market reach of the already existing international remittance platform of Hamamatsu Iwata Credit Bank. The deal was inked in the wake of increasing demand for cross-border transactions originating from Japan that has been fueled by the rise in the foreign workforce in the country. The announcement pointed out that Japan's growing older population has made the country rely heavily on foreign workforce. Workers traveling to Japan from other countries increased significantly over the years, and the figure is anticipated to grow further. This has generated a massive demand for awkward remittances from Japan. Our mission is to provide financial services centered on remittances to foreign residents, and we use Ripple's distributed ledger technology, which is characterized by speed of deposit and low fees, SBI stated. SBI is a long-standing partner of the American blockchain company Ripple. The two are running a joint venture to promote Ripple's products in the Asian markets. Now the giant is trying to capture Japan's growing remittance market early by pushing blockchain technology in it, thus making the services faster and cheaper. Furthermore, Ripple's strong ties in Asia help the company while it is facing U.S. regulatory woes over the status of the XRP token, whether it can be categorized as an unregistered security or not. Meanwhile, SBI promoted the use of RippleNet to establish other remittance corridors. In late 2019, SBI Remit and SBI Ripple Asia joined hands to initiate money transfer services between Japan and Vietnam using blockchain technology. Guys, you must be blind if you don't see what is happening here. Japan recognizes the potential that RippleNet holds and is willing to partner with this crypto. That should solidify the future of XRP no matter what happens with the SEC. Now, that means heading to the moon will not be a problem for XRP. This coin could very well easily hit the $10,000 mark and continue to soar even higher. Anyone who tells you anything to the contrary to that fact is that this coin is headed to the moon and beyond is outright wrong. There is no way so many investors can believe in a flawed system. I genuinely believe the only issue the SEC has against XRP is that it's doing something they've been thinking of doing for many years. But XRP was in it first and will likely continue to solidify partnerships in the field. Let's head straight to the law courts so we can see what's happening there. But before we even get started, I can already tell you for a fact the SEC is still trying to stall Ripple, hoping that they can launch FedCoin in time to compete with XRP. John E. Deaton shared his opinion on the lawsuit by tweeting, "My blog is definitely timely today, considering that we learned the SEC is asking the judge to quash the deposition of Bill Hinman. Clayton went to One River's $1 billion crypto fund, and now Hinman goes to Andreessen Horowitz's $2.2 billion crypto fund." I went on to find out more about the current situation in the law court and landed on ambcrypto.com, where they published a recent article speaking in depth about what is happening in the court. The article reads, "The SEC versus Ripple Labs lawsuit has gained a lot of traction of late, with news of former SEC official William Hinman's entanglement spurring a lot of interest in the case." Instead of being reticent about their own perspectives, however, the involved parties, by and large, have been quite vocal about these developments. A week ago, the SEC filed its motion to quash William Hinman's deposition by claiming that the former exec did not have any personal or first-hand knowledge of Ripple's offers and sales of XRP. In what is the latest development in the same, the individual defendants and Ripple Labs have now filed their opposition to the plaintiff's aforementioned motion. According to the defendants, Hinman was never a high-ranking government official entitled to special discovery protection. Ripple Labs also argued that since Hinman is now a former employee, they, the defendants, do not bear the burden to explicitly show that the exec possesses unique, first-hand knowledge about the happenings relevant to the case. At this stage in the lawsuit, Hinman's "Ether is not a security" public speech has undoubtedly become an indispensable part of the lawsuit. In fact, the defendants were also quick to point out that right after the said speech, the exec attended a meeting with the Ethereum Foundation and ConsenSys. All right, gang, it's time to take a look at what's going on with XRP's price action with the technical analysis. We're looking at the 1 weekly time frame to see the bigger picture. Last week, the 1 weekly MA50, the blue trend line, held, and that was enough to give XRP a respectable push to the upside. Whether that can be sustainable or not, it remains to be seen. But the last time the 1 weekly MA50 has been holding for that long was during XRP's last bull cycle, and more specifically, in its 2017 mania phase. As you see, the similarities are uncanny. Both bear cycles have ended on a -160 lower highs angle, and once the mania phase started, the 1 weekly MA50 has been supporting. The mid-phase pullback on both was around minus 70%. Right now, the CCL is on the same level, minus 70, as it was in the mid-2017 low. The question is, are we in a new one-year mania phase? And if so, is the bounce on the 1-week MA50 enough to make Ripple resume it? Please let me know what you think in the comments section below. Remember guys, trade safely. Please keep in mind, we're not a licensed financial advisor. All the videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. Let us know what you think in the comments section below and let's have a conversation. I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe down there below. Turn on notifications, that way you get informed whenever we post our amazing content. Thanks again, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.